motivated you, and how people have taken, who you look up to in your life?
I mean, I didn't necessarily. My mom and my father separated when I was 5 years old, but it wasn't something that I constantly thought about. I guess it's one of those things now that I'm older, and I have the relationship that I have with my son. Some of those things, when I look back, I wish I would have had it, but it wasn't something that I grew up, missing, because like I said, when I came here, when I came to Maryland from Virginia, I was 11 to 12 years old, and through football and through basketball, I had a lot of father figures, in my life. So I had male role models that were, there that, helped and guided me. So it wasn't motivation, like you said, for Ray Lewis, I'm going to break all my father's records and things of that nature. But looking back, knowing the relationship that I have with my son and how I cherish that, I wish I would have had that when I was growing up.
Are you really a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a full-time boxer, so I mean, when I get up in the morning, I fix breakfast, I take the kids to school, I run, I go to the gym, and then I come home, and my wife, she works, so we got a good team.
She's an attorney, correct?
She's a lawyer, but she's not. She just passed the bar, so she's still working at her current job now. But she is a lawyer. I'm very proud of her.
You've done a lot of stuff with local schools, made appearances and stuff. But can you talk about that, and then also what that does for you?
I think it's good to give back. I think once you're put in a certain position or whatever, I think it's just good to give back, knowing that nobody has made it without somebody. No matter how successful you are. I just currently read a book called Outliers, and that was basically the premise of the book. And I truly believe that no matter how successful an individual becomes, he or she didn't get there by themselves. Somebody culture, generation has helped them out. And when I go back and I speak to those kids, I know 9 times out of 10 I'm not going to reach 100% of them. But if you could just reach 1 or 2 of them just from some words that you've said to them, it's worthwhile. And I definitely think it's an obligation to give back to the less fortunate and just give them some inspiration and hope.
How was yesterday?
Yeah, so I was say, how was yesterday?
How was it?
That was cool.
Sorry.
It was cool, man. It was amazing just to see the smiles, on their face. And it kind of reminded me of every time I go home, when I open up the door, I can pretty much guarantee you if my children are up, they're going to run to the door and scream, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," and like give me a hug. It's like kind of my 6-year-old now. She does it more so now because she knows my 2-year-old is going to do it, so they got like a competition going. So hers is kind of like fake right now. I'll be trying with it, but to go in there, and when I got their microphone and the kids, they just started smiling, and you could see the glow in their eyes. It was amazing. I know they just got hit with Sandy, and a lot of them come from unfortunate backgrounds, so to just be able to go over there and say some words of inspiration and have them smile at you, it was pretty cool.
How much